Well, here we go. This is endurance. I'm out first, so it is one of them. We're literally going to be a couple of minutes and then we're off. I'll see you out on track.
And then we'll just come round and then we'll go again, yeah?
Yeah.
We've got it, man. Oh, that's good, yeah?
got some nerves here.
Start your bike, yeah?
Hey?
Just start your bike and board it normally, yeah?
Yeah.
Ready, yeah? Deal, you got it, mate, yeah? Enjoy.
From 9 GMG racing, go from class 1 side top 10 while triple threat.
Enjoy, yeah?
From P11 flying up to start P12, full throttle racing P13, lane boy racing P14 and plenty in the tank round our top 15. We have 32 teams taking the start to this one. The Union Jack is in the middle. The green flag does wave at the back. And we're neutral. 12, full throttle racing P13, lane boy racing P14 and plenty in the tank round our top 15. We have 32 teams taking the start to this one. The Union Jack is in the middle. The green flag does wave at the back. Doing the honours this time around for the final time in 2025. It's time to go endurance racing. The flag is dropped and straight away on your We'll be doing the honours this time around for the final time in 2025. It's time to go endurance racing. The flag is dropped and straight away the right of the
just watch these bikes here.
Well, if you've got this far, you've just seen what's happened in first part. Now, it is a 3-hour endurance, and you will have seen I did come off. All I were interested in was getting back to pits to get my bike fixed, and in endurance, if you come off, you can still get back on your bike, not like sprint races where you can't get on your bike. So for the next person, which was Lenny, to get out, I had to get back to pits with my transponder so it showed our in pits, and then Lenny could go out and carry on. Well, of course, you can see, oh no, I think I took that bit. As I got to where the gates were, I did try and start my bike. Obviously, because it had been on its side, tip of a sensor, it was just taking a bit to get going. But a marshal was talking to me and I flipped my visor up. And I didn't know. My nose was bleeding. I thought it was just my nose was running, which normally happens when I'm on. For some reason, it doesn't matter if it's red hot or if it's freezing cold. My nose just runs when it must be position when you laid on bike. My nose runs. I thought it was just my nose running. It weren't. My nose was bleeding. Obviously, I've been through tumble washer. And of course, it calls medic. So I had to go to medic, but I had to go to medical centre as well. Brilliant marshals. The actual ambulance driver, she was fantastic. She literally went, have you got your transponder? I'll drop you off at garage, jump in garage, drop transponder off, and then I'll take you med centre. I didn't have it. It was still on bike. So I left my bike down at Redgate. I were in ambulance at this time. And she jumped out, got me transponder, give me it. Drove us up to 23, that's the garage we were in. I run in, put my transponder in there so Lenny could then go out, and then they took me to med centre. I were fine. I think it was just like adrenaline, a bit of blood pressure. I do have quite a few nosebleeds due to blood pressure, believe it or not. But then about 20 minutes, 30 minutes, I got back out, and then I started doing my bike. Now I will show you the crash again. Just as a little thing. I didn't know I could do roly-polies, let's put it that way. So here's the crash again. And then if you watch the bit after that, it actually goes into the damage, because I was just too busy to record anything, but I've shown you the damage. So hope you've enjoyed my little crash. Endurance race were brilliant, especially that running over bit. Right, I'll let you crack on and carry on watching it, and I will catch you later. Well, this is just a little follow on. What I forgot to do was I forgot to record anything to do with the damage. It did take a little while, but there was Luke Hopkins and Callum Hurst. Luke used to be a British superbiker. Callum's in Newcomer 600. They both come and helped, fixed my bike up. Yeah, he got me back out, I will say that, but I didn't really... too busy to go through showing you what we were doing. I was literally trying to get the bike back together to get out. So the damage. Now I use a TT screen, so it's a bit taller. It is a bit taller, but as you can see, bit scratched. Still used it. I can still see. I don't know if you see. Duct tape. What I will say is, yeah, that is holding the screen and the fairing on the back. Same as other side. I don't know. It's under there. You can see just in there. It's all cracked as well. There is that. New handle brake lever guard. You can see damage on there. I had to put a new handle on. That's the original. That's a new handle. So that handlebar were bent all the way round. Got away with that quite alright. The yoke was bent, but we just undid them bolts and it twanged back into place. So not so bad. That side, apart from a little gravel rash, which not bothered about gravel rash there, but that side got away with it, to be honest. Yeah, little hole there. That's about it. I can fix that. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. Right, this is a good side. You can see. I mean, that's broke. Yes, that is holding it all together. You can see it's a bit cracked, a bit smashed. So, and that were all the way across there. You can see frame, it's got a frame protector on anyway. So the frame protector's all thing. I might just be able to polish that out actually. That's not detrimental. Engine casing's rubbed off, that's rubbed off. Pebble dash. The bottom one. That was the same. It's all, if I take that off, it's this duct tape's just literally holding it back together. It didn't smash up the brackets. So we're good because I don't think any brackets got smashed. That didn't just get me back on. That's just gravel rash. That's not detrimental, and that's just a cover anyway. See, it's fine. Right, this foot peg. I don't know if you can see that. That's bent. This was bent all the way round, and the bolt had actually been. That did well. It only got ground off. Gear lever folds in anyway. But that is the proper foot peg that were on it. Just got a bit ground off and it were bent. Put a new bolt in, put it on. Callum were taking ages trying to put some Chinesian foot pegs on that I've got as spares. But couldn't work it out, so we just fixed this one. What I will say is we forgot to put a washer in, and oh, you didn't see that, did you? So look, brake don't come back up. There's a washer that's supposed to be in there, and then it lets it free run. Exhaust got away with it. That's exhaust has proper got away with it. So that's not bad. The seat, now as you can see, bit of gravel rash. You see all this? This tape is, might as well take it off because I need to anyway. As you can see, it's a little bit broke, and I do like this seat. I've got another spare over there somewhere, but I do like this one because look at that, it's a World Superbike one. It's a bit different from CRC one, but took us a bit to get it going. I'm not being funny. Screen, I could still see out of it, so it weren't too bad. Handlebar, brake lever guard, and fairings. I got away with that one. To say it's a fast one as well, that was really the amount of damage. It didn't stop me going out, which you're going to see that bit now. So I did go back out and we did finish race. So if you got this far, I have shown you damage to the bike. Obviously I'm back at home now. I didn't have time to do this while we were racing. I did race in race 2 and race 3. They're out already if you want to go and watch them. And I raced with the bike in this condition, so it did work absolutely fine. I don't use back brake anyway, which I should really. But go and watch the last part of Endurance. Subscribe, give us a like, give us a follow. There's a hype button. Press that hype button and just follow it. If you've only just got onto this, go right back to the beginning and see how far I've come during this year. So when I started, first race season ever, I got a few rounds in last year, I'll say that, but my first full race season as a newcomer on a thou. You look where I were at the beginning of the year and look where I finished at Donington. If you've got this far and you've watched all the races, thank you. Can't say enough. Massive thanks. Now go and watch the second half of Endurance when it comes out, because this will be on the end of the crash bit, and then obviously we've got the race. So to carry on. Right, I will catch you later.